Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, and I'm a little bit like dramatic, but yeah, trying to get more comfortable behind the camera, basically. So today, like I said, as promised, I am coming to you with a review of where we stayed in Jamaica. I've got my background here, sunny. Well, I'm not in Jamaica, I'm in my dining room. I was going to say living room then, but it's dining room. Yeah. I've got my drinks here with a bit of ice in there. Just pretending I'm on the island still, but I'm not. But yeah, guys. All seriousness, I'm here to give you the final tea of my experience going back to Jamaica. I think it has been over 5 years since I've been back. And this time I decided not to stay with friends or family, but to stay in a resort because I've got my children with me. For those who are new to my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Rosemary Reid and I've got 4 children, and yeah, welcome to my channel, guys. I am so pleased about the fact that my channel is growing, and I'm trying to make you guys get to know me a lot more. Hopefully with all my 4 kids. One of them is not too keen on being on camera, so if you see less of others, it's not because I don't want to film them. They might not be keen on being on camera, just to make that clear. But yeah, so this year, October 18th, I think it was, we all had a planned trip to Jamaica and we decided to stay in a resort. And 2 weeks holiday, and we stayed in the RIU Montego Bay. So that's what I'm here to give you my honest opinion on, and to actually do a review on them. Basically, guys, put my drink down. I'm feeling like I'm going a bit too fast, but bear with me, guys, because I'm trying to process everything in my mind and to make sure that I tell you the good and the bad points. If you see one of my nails missing, you guys know out there, that's life. One of my nails is missing, but I like to make a hand gestures, so hence why I'm not going to hide the fact that one of my nails is gone. It is like not letting me be great, but hey-oh. Okay, let's get into it. Basically, sometimes when you go on holiday, you have preconceived conception of what it might be like. Sometimes you have the imagination that it's all going to be fantastic. Well, I can tell you guys from now, that's not going to be the case. And it's not like I had it in my head like, oh, it's going to be all fantastic 100%, because I've been home before plenty of times, especially when I was younger and when I had less children. So, you know, I know there's loads of pros and cons with going back on a holiday. So, yeah, I had that in mind. But this time I decided all-inclusive, have my food covered, have a place covered, and hopefully trying to minimize what could go wrong. So we were very excited, me and the children. We went on holiday. I'm going to give you guys the downside and the upside about this holiday. Yeah, I have no regrets. I'm going to put that out there firsthand. You know, it's Jamaica, guys, you know. So there's lots and lots of positive about the fact that it's Jamaica in the first place. Not being partial because that's where I was born or anything like that, but you know, it's the facts of the matter. You've got blue seas, you've got loads of trees, you've got loads of lovely fresh food, the sun is always shining, etc, etc. So guys, like let's speak on the RIU. I went, and first impression was spectacular. My son, middle son, put it in this way that it's all a lot of what word did he use? Can't think of his exact words, but he said something like, Mom, it's all a lot of glamour, but it covers up a lot of faults, basically. And he hit the nail on the head. it all looks fantastic on face value, but you know, you soon find out there's a lot of things that could be majorly improved, i.e. this resort that we've been to, they advertise it as a family resort, hence, you know, kids friendly. So I thought, fantastic, great, you know, let's do this. When we got there, we struggled like to get food on the first day. We were a bit late, so you know, they said the place was gonna close soon, so we should try and get some food. When we went to get the food, the staff, my first impression, weren't very friendly. There's only one person that was friendly on that particular day, and by that time I was so upset I couldn't eat. And you know, the food was like, guys, the chips is just nothing I've ever tasted in my life. It's very rubbery, very tasteless, cold, etc. And this is not just based on that one particular day, several days. The chips is, you know, and pizza is rubbery. I mean, you know, you got all inclusive. You think the kids wouldn't be bugging you, everything gonna be there free, they can eat and drink as much as they like. So fantastic. My experience, that wasn't the case. I struggled with making sure that the kids eat. You know, it was a struggle. Sometimes they would go without eating, and that's the honest God truth of what happened. They had a jerk shack. Sometimes the jerk shack was on point. It was really good, and sometimes it was not the best, you know. However, 90% of the time the jerk shack guy was very friendly and positive. So you know, in that sense, you know, I didn't really have a bad attitude towards him, because you know, I tried to put the best out and I tried to make the most of the holiday. So even though I wasn't happy with the food and stuff like that, which I voiced on few occasions to point out, not that they don't make any changes because it's such a quick turnover, but I think it's in business. I'm rambling on because I'm trying to get it all out, guys. But in business, I feel like, you know, you have your business, you have to keep up a certain standard, and no matter if you're getting a great turnover, for your business to flourish in the right way and grow, and for someone to say, you know, I've been to the RIU, Montego Bay, in Jamaica, and I'm going back next year. This is what you want. You want people to come back, so you need to be on point. I mean, you know, the drinks was, I never had any complaints about drink. I'm not a big fan of drink. I've got my kids. I can't be drinking alcohol, sunning it on the beach every day, getting legged. You know, the alcohol wasn't for me, and I didn't really find a problem with it. When I had a drink, you know, I had a few friends round, and we had a fantastic day, and you know, I've tasted drink and I taste it by myself on occasions as well. And the drink is fine, but you know, I'm not a drinker, so that didn't entice me a lot. And the food was, you know, I'm not a big eater, but I'd like to eat a decent meal. Come on now, guys. So, you know, all in all, we had one incident where went to bed at night, we were having problem flushing the toilets. We wasn't the greatest at it, but nevertheless, we've called the maintenance guy a couple of times, and he just come in 2 seconds, boom boom boom, oh, everything's fine, and left. And we had a case where we had an overflowing of the toilet. Got up in the night to go to use the toilet, the whole place is flooded. Good job it was me and not the kids. And you know, at that point, I wanted to scream, you know, not to be dramatic, but that's how I felt. I wanted to scream. I wanted to like the kids and all of these things, but I had to control myself, and, you know, went and tried to sort it out at the front desk. In the end, they changed our rooms, you know, and we went on to another room. We had mosquito issues where we got bitten in the hotel. I mean, we got bitten when we went to visit family in the country, but we got bitten in the hotel as well, which was a new one, because when we was in the previous room that got overflowed, we didn't have any mosquito issue. I didn't think they existed, to be fair, at that point. But when we changed our room, we had a mosquito issue, and we got bitten quite a lot. Even now, I'm not 100% healed on my skin. I've got mosquito bite on my arm. It's too disgusting there to show. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, still got to heal from that properly. And when we had the incident with the toilet, they tried to be nice and give us a complimentary spa day, which was good. But I feel like, you know, I've complained on several occasions about different things, and what they do, instead of trying to fix the problem, they try to like give you something as complimentary, as if that's going to make the problem go away. So I feel like they're very much like that. I was just with that one person, so we don't have to go deep and get to the heart of the problem of what's going on. We had a fan issue. They came to fix it. Next minute, you know, before it wasn't working at all, but when they fix it, when they're gone, just like loads of noise. When you turn it on, you feel like it's gonna just drop on you. And you know, the issue with the toilet, the experience that we've been through, the way they handled it, I didn't think it was the best, and all of that. I just feel like, you know, guys, I'm talking, but I would like for you guys to kind of realize and try to fix the solution. Because in one hand, I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to complain about it or discuss it or whatever the case may be. But, you know, I feel like that's very much the case. Nobody want to talk about stuff if they're having a bad experience, and they don't want to put it out there or complain about it in the right way. So, you know, if everybody, not to say you should turn into a bag of complainers, but point out the problems. You know, you pay a lot of money to go on a holiday and you expect to have a fantastic time. You know, so much issue in the one holiday shouldn't really be occurring. And in the end, I kind of gave up. I was like, I'm not going out there to complain anymore. I've had enough of this kind of thing. So let me just make the most of it, basically. But I think they should rally their staff, because there was an issue where you kind of feel like something is not right, as if they're not getting their pay. You know, you can tip somebody and stuff like that, but you don't need to feel that pressure of tipping. You should tip because you feel like, oh wow, this person was fantastic, this person was excellent, this person was great. You know, they went above and above and beyond for you. So this person deserve a tip. That's how you should tip. Because we had times out there when we tipped, I've tipped, my friends came to visit, they tipped and stuff like that. So, you know, but I don't want to give tip to those who don't deserve it, or acting as if you should do when their job is not worthy of a tip kind of situation. So I think they need to rally their staff, have a meeting, and I think they should mix, because it was very much a case of the front desk guys, the restaurant guys, the maintenance guys, and they all seem separate. And then you have the ones that, you know, are more higher up, that just sits in their office acting posh the whole day. Only if you really go with a real issue and put your foot down and want it to be sorted out, you might get to be passed on to them. But it's like the last protocol, basically, you know. So they need to rally their staff. Come on, get Jamaican popping. Even the food was such a main issue, because I thought, boy, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna get some flavors up in my mouth. You know, the flavors gonna just be bursting, and I'm just gonna be like in my element with food and all the rest of it. And I was highly disappointed. I mean, guys, you know, even though you cater for a wide variety of people, I feel like you were lacking in freshness. I feel like I was eating stale food. I feel like the service was not the best. You know, you have good days and you have bad days. I'm not saying every day was doom and gloom, but, you know, come on, guys, have a balance, you know, and be very aware of your service and stuff like that. People want to come back, because, like I said, on face value, it's very good, but there's so much tweaks that needed. Like, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but I think for the money, we deserve a lot more. And maybe perhaps I wouldn't point that out as a place to go, even though I know people go and have different experience from me. But I wouldn't be sitting here saying, oh, I recommend the RIU Montego Bay. You know, no, I wouldn't be saying that, because that wouldn't be true to myself. But all I can say, guys, rally your staff, get everybody feeling equal, you know, because I feel like the front desk guys, I don't know if maybe they get more money or whatever the case may be. They were quite nice, you know. You have your bad ones in the bunch, but the overall of them were very nice and polite and have a kind of bit of a zeal to them. The kitchen staff was, I didn't really look at the kitchen staff, which is like the chef, you know. And I done catering. I've got chefing background, so to speak, and I never looked in their direction, because I thought, my God, you're just standing in your white suit and you're such a letdown to the product that you are producing. You know, I'm sorry if I'm so strong on the matter, but guys, I feel you have to talk how you feel and the truth and the experience you have. So there's no point in pretending. I wasn't very keen on the chefs, because I'm just thinking, you know, there was stories that I was told by our staff, the reason why the food was like that, but it's no excuse. You know, have a balance, cater for the wide variety of people, but make your food stand out in freshness, in quality. I was even wondering where they get their products and they produce from, because sometimes it seems like they cut the banana before it's ready, or the pumpkin is young, or the cabbage is just it's not stripped properly to be cut up and on days, and the chicken, oh guys, I'll be here forever. So, you know, all in all, I can say my kids really enjoy themselves because they spend the time in the pool, and most of the times I have to give them money because they had a little store in there for them to get their little crisp and stuff like that, and we muddled through. But all in all, we didn't have to muddle through. We could have had an amazing time with fresh things. You know, we had days as well where the food could do, and I was starving at one point where, you know, sometimes the dumpling was alright, you know, stuff like that, like fried dumplings and ackee, you know. So, but I think it just could have been a far better experience if there was a follow-through situation, if there was people that would have to really give account of when somebody is dissatisfied, especially if it's more than one situation. I think that room could flag up what more, you know, if this person, I was struggling to feed him Angelo with milk because, you know, they say it's an all-inclusive hotel. You have to go out your way to find milk to give to him. There's times when I had to go to a supermarket to do a shop off to try and get some stuff in that my kids not completely without, stuff like that. So I definitely feel that, you know, any hotel in Jamaica, you know, it's like you're selling the dream when people are abroad, or not to say Jamaica, anywhere you have a business actually, yeah, because it's not, I'm not here to bash Jamaica, I'm bashing the service I receive at the Hotel RIU, Montego Bay. I'm not here to, you know, bash anyone, like, okay, I'm playing a blame game, but I'm saying in general, when you're providing a service to anyone at all, give your best, give your all, give your thing that you want to keep your business going at all time. Yeah, nobody's perfect, but if you find that you getting complaints here and there, pull your staff together, figure out what's going wrong, what can I improve, and improve it. Don't rely on the fact that, oh, this person will come and people come on holiday because you got a beautiful scenery of where your property is on, and that should be the cover of. No, you should spread it all the way through all the services, whether it be in the hotel rooms, in the restaurants, you know, spread your stuff across, interact with your staff, finding out what if they have issues in there, here and there. I never really wanted to go around complaining about any particular one person, because, you know, I wouldn't want anybody to lose their job because of me, because I know how hard life is. Even for us ourselves that's leaving to go abroad on holiday, it's not easy for us. I wouldn't want to go around pointing out anyone, even though when I had the bad experience when I just landed. I'm trying to check my hair because I can see like my scarf is... But yeah guys, even when I just landed and I had a really bad experience, I was in tears. I really feel like I wanted to point out that particular girl that was just standing there acting as if I'm like a chewing gum on the bottom of her shoe, really. That was her attitude in a serving situation. And, you know, no support. You could see me with the baby and everything, struggling. And I was suffering to try and have a little hot meal. And, you know, nobody, I'm not saying that nobody should be there running around after me, anything like that. But a little bit of, what's the word? Empathy, and I don't know if that's the right word. But a little bit of help, basic. Break it down, a little bit of help, and to say, oh, you okay, blah blah blah, cut a burger, there was blood in there, and you know, the list goes on. But yeah, that's my experience there. I tried my best to make sure that I did enjoy. I haven't come back home with any regrets, but I do feel that definitely don't rely on just face value, like front appearances. Just follow through in your workplace, in your place of business. Follow through, because you know people save money for a long period of time to try and get a great time, and these situations could be such a great letdown for them. All in all, we come back feeling refreshed from our holiday, in terms of like just being in the sun, being the fact that we could go into a pool and swim, the fact that we can just forget about our troubles back in the UK, and try and just be free for 2 weeks basically. So in that respect, and I got to visit where my where my mom's from, pardon, stuff like that. So, and I had a really good experience. Like my brother, he looked after us so well. You know, because when I was little, I was a bit of a terror. So it's my elder brother. Since of late, since I've become an adult, we have a much better relationship, and he hasn't let me down in terms of me going back and having my 4 kids, and him taking us from places to another, inviting us round for dinner, stuff like that. That was like very positive and everything. And I met up with another YouTuber as well when I was there, which was excellent. Like it was just like that day was like the best day ever. Like, you know, thinking from the fact that we on holiday kind of thing, just the whole experience of the whole thing, it was just a lot of laughs and a lot of things, you know. Even though realistically as well, me and my brother, those two situation was the most positive, like the interaction with my brother and the interaction with the fellow YouTuber as well. It was just amazing. His vlog is called Soya Vlog. I'll put the name down in my description box. I'll put his name down in my description box. I know I haven't got as much follower, but you know, you guys feel free to go over and check out his channel, because he's such an amazing, positive, uplifting person. The people like that you just wanna be around, because they're very infectious in the way they are, just like very giving, very open, very fresh, very friendly, very what's the word, ambitious, and just have such a high drive for life. It's just amazing being around him and his girlfriend, and just the interaction, and they love my kids. And you know, that day was just such a positive day. All in all, like I said, you know, I haven't got no regrets. I take my little holiday as a little blessing, because like traveling with 4 kids or going anywhere with 4 kids is especially such a long journey. How many hours to Jamaica by myself? It was a challenge in itself, and you know, it was a great one that I rose to the occasion of taking up that challenge and doing it. So I definitely feel positive in terms of like my country, and just hope that for future wise, maybe I could tweak things here and there, and you know, it's not going to be long before maybe I can go and visit again. And you know, it's just amazing to meet good honest people that want to strive in their life for positivity, and to just live, you know. You know, I'm older, but I'm drawn to people that have that infectiousness about them, because I feel like I'm the same, you know, just ooze positivity, ooze energy, ooze love. Such a good example in that sense, you know. Nobody's perfect, but you can just see that richness and that zeal for everything, and fearlessness, stuff like that. It's just all amazing, really. And I've never seen my brother laugh as much as he did, and he tells a lot of jokes and stuff. It was just amazing being around those 3 people in particular, being visiting Jamaica. Yeah, and you know, I'm not the only one that says it. My kids says it. And, you know, children, they're very innocent and honest. So, you know, they love my brother. You know, they come back from a visit with him, and this out of nowhere they come out with, oh, Mom, I love Brother Prince, because I call him Brother Prince, so they pick that up, you know. Or sometimes they should say, I love Brother Uncle Prince, stuff like that. And when Sawyer Vlog came round, his name's Stephen, by the way, his channel is called Sawyer Vlog, came round with Judah, the kids, when they left, they just buzzing like I was, and saying how great they were. And you know, they took a particular shine to Angelo. They took a particular shine to all the kids, but they love Angelo and Tilly Rose the most, in terms of like, we spend the whole day with all of them together. And Deshane and Roma was mostly kind of doing them things, but joining in at points as well. So but yeah, they love all of them, and my kids love them as well. So that was just amazing, and to see the whole day and the whole reaction. It didn't feel heavy. It didn't feel like a challenge, or it didn't feel like I had to push myself. It just seemed natural and relaxing, and it was just a great day. And those two things alone would make the holiday. Being around my brother, meeting the YouTuber, Steven, stuff like that, is just make everything worth it. And one of the major thing, like, I visit the country, like I said as well. I never see my granddad and my grandma's grave. That was another thing that I took there in my heart as well, to say, you know, that was amazing. Yeah, so it was good. It was, you know, there's definitely highlights and positiveness about the whole holiday. It's not all doom and gloom. You know, there's even though I'm talking very strongly about the experience at the RIU Montego Bay, there is highlights there as well. You know, hanging out at the pool, having a good drink, or that day when the meal is edible. Few or far between, not very much days, but yeah. And I did meet some lovely people there as well, you know, that you know, they knew Angelo in the end by name as well, which, like, even before the end, to be fair, they knew him by name, which was quite taken aback for me. Like, I was like, wow. So stuff like that. Definitely, it's a beautiful island. Our Jamaica is a beautiful island. We just have to try our best not to let it get overshadowed by negativity and stuff that you're gonna face. You're gonna feel like there's people that want to take advantage of you, money wise as well, stuff like that. But then sometimes, like, I do feel a bit bitter in that sense about the whole kind of experiencing, kind of coming across those things. But at the same time, you know, there's people that not well off that might need that little extra this or little extra that. But I'd rather to be the one to say, okay, here, I don't like to be feel like I've been taken advantage of, stuff like that. So yeah, and you can't, you know, you go there, you feel like you wish you could be able to do certain things, and I do actually feel like I would like to try to pay more attention to my country of birth and seeing what I can do. You know, I do definitely come back feeling that way. Pardon. And on the other hand, I feel like, you know, am I in the position to do that? Not particularly, not really. I could do little things to help. I'm sure everybody can do little things to help. And, you know, when you go on holiday and stuff like that, you can't exactly solve every problem or do everything, but it's nice sometimes when you're around real people. And there was a young guy there that I knew from when I went to the country as well, from way back when he was really young. It was quite refreshing to see him as well. It was quite refreshing to see my cousin as well, and his family, stuff like that. So, you know, maybe I'm not going to cover everything. So like I said, guys, it's not all doom and gloom. I definitely feel relaxed at points, you know, even though I still have the kids and I still have to make sure that they are good. There's points where I definitely feel relaxed, and I definitely feel like it was well worth it on an overall basis. We needed that little thing, and like I said, in the future we go back. But yeah, guys, this is where I'm going to end this review stroke just discussing other topics. So definitely, all in all, we're back now and my children back at school, and we're just trying to get on with life in the UK. And I'll definitely do more continue with my videos and on different topics and stuff like that. Sometimes, guys, I'm not sure what avenue I'm going. I'm very creative in different areas, so I'll just tap into different things when I find my real niche. You know, like I always say to you guys, leave your comments and stuff like that. I see that my channel is growing, so I'm really thankful for that, and you know, it's just amazing. Like I said as well, when I get to my 50th subscriber, I'd like to do 2 giveaways. One with somebody I know that she was the first person that ever commented on my channel. I'm going to reveal her name soon. And then I run another random person. And I'm just trying to set myself up in the position that I had an idea of what I wanted my giveaway with, but it's something I'd have to make. And I'm not sure I'm there yet. So I might have to kind of like rethink the actual giveaway gift, stuff like that. And then maybe in the future, when I can do justice to the product I wanted to make to give away, I might do that as well in the future. But yeah, guys, I love sharing and talking, and even being in front of the camera, even though sometimes it doesn't come across the best, but it depends on my day and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to channel it as like a work thing or something like that, to try and be a little bit more professional with being myself as well. So, you know, guys, wish me luck as I go along with this journey with my channel. You know, every so often you guys will see my kids and stuff like that, and I'll try and improve to do videos that you can actually probably see my daily life and stuff like that, once I get myself into a routine, which in my case, I'm never really quite in a routine, apart from the fact that the kids have to do the routine with the whole school thing and stuff like that. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a routine person, to be fair. But yeah, you know, you guys know what I mean. We get there. I'll still push out my videos and stuff like that. So it's going to be all about me and my life continuously. Yeah, guys, go ahead, give me a like, support my channel by subscribing, and always interact with me, leave a comment, stuff like that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, and positivity, really. Bye, guys.